Que se armen los pinches chingasos.
All right, so here it is again with Silver. Good guy. He again has some I think jiu-jitsu background, and he took a break, and then he's back. And then now, because he's had the background, it was noticeable from the beginning when I first met him, when we first started rolling a couple months back, and it was noticeable that he had some kind of base. And then now he's picking it back up, rather quick. And so I have to be careful with this guy now. Although I try to always with everybody, like if there's a submission you have there or a technique, but you might miss it, then I try to like emphasize, but I try to always give enough pressure and try to uh, uh, you know give a few submission attempts, and sometimes they don't work, and sometimes they do work, and some of these kids are just too strong for me, and I can't get it even if I know it, and it's what it is, and sometimes he does. But then this kid is probably catching up so fast he's gonna pass me, like most these other kids that just get me all the time. But it's pretty cool. And so here he's trying to pass my guard. He gets on my side, and uh, and so here, so one of those examples was here because he mounted, and he was already mounted here, and then he was gonna do something else. But then I reminded him that there was a Ezekiel choke from here, from this side. We got this from Professor Thiago. You come from guard, and then you pass the guard, and then you get to side control, mount, and Ezekiel, and it worked. And so it's good. So I tapped there. And so here it is again, and he's really actually really good at lazo. If you look at his technique, he always, I don't know if he gets it here or not, but oftentimes he sets up his lazo real good. Of course, everybody's technique, mine and him's and his and everybody's, can always improve. There's a couple of things, a couple of tweaks, on his lasso that he could improve on to make it a little tighter, a little stronger. But here, in trying to pass his guard, he secured my arm, and I was trying to get him to, remind him to not to miss the opportunity for a sweep, because it was a sweep there and for an arm. There's a sweep there that lands right into the armbar. But when we did that, then I defended the armbar, right? Because I want to keep rolling. I don't want to just stop too much. And so here he was trying to do. He mounted all the way up, which is marked, and then he saw the opportunity to set up like a triangle choke. And sometimes when we're learning this triangle choke, sometimes, not always, there it is, we seem to think that we need to roll over into our back in order to secure it, or to try to roll it to try to set up a submission from there. But not necessarily. He already had it there. And then I told him, look, you don't have to do that. Look, you could go from there. Boom, there it is. And that's the exact same submission you would have had you rolled, but you could get it from that position. That was the point to that. So here it is. But nevertheless, he got the tap. So of course, good is a good technique to drill. So here, I don't know. I think this may be the last sequence here. Kind of a short video. And be last one. Here I'm passing his guard, and so there's a submission I've been practicing from here. It's been already a couple months, but there's three different. So if you look at my left hand, I got the C grip behind his neck, and then I got this from Professor Lucas. He just pressing it, and he puts him on their back. But here, in me blocking his arm with his own lapel, I guess. There's three different ways to submit from here, but then it requires, the first one is the one that I'm going to have here, which is a cross collar choke. And there's another one, there's a third one. I've been trying to practice the third one for me would be the Ezekiel. I've been trying to practice from here, but it requires for my opponent to move his hand, and he's not moving it. He's not doing what he's supposed to do. All right, cool. Hope you like this roll. Thanks.
I fucking can't do this shit anymore. I gave it my all. I just didn't. I'm fucking old.